The situation in the Middle East has taken a dangerous and dramatic turn. Just one day after the United States bombed three of Iran's key nuclear facilities, Tehran has hit back and hit back harder. In a fresh escalation, Iran launched 15 ballistic missiles at Israel, with explosions heard over Jerusalem and sirens blaring across the cities like Tel Aviv and Ashdod. This is not just another round of regional tension, by the way. This is a crisis that could push the world into a much larger conflict. Now let's understand what's happening and why it matters. On Monday, Israeli Defense Forces confirmed that multiple missiles had been launched directly from Iran, marking one of the most serious direct attacks on Israeli soil by Tehran in years. Jerusalem came under the threat, and Ashdod, a port city in the south, reported damage and injuries. In the meantime, the Israeli military immediately issued emergency alerts, ordering civilians across the country to run to shelters and stay in the safe zone. These sirens were not routine. They were warning of real and upcoming firepower. According to reports, this Iranian missile barrage is part of military operation Iran has named True Promise 3, a clear message that this is a phase in a larger, organized campaign. Iran's state media announced that the strikes targeted key Israeli cities like Tel Aviv and Haifa and were carried out using a combination of ballistic missiles and armed drones. It's no longer just a words or threat. Missiles are now flying both sides. Earlier in the day, before Iran's attack, Israel had also stepped up its assault, targeting 6 military airports inside Iran. These weren't symbolic targets, by the way. Israeli strikes reportedly destroyed 15 fighter jets and helicopters, including advanced aircraft like the F-14, F-5 and AH-1 helicopters. The goal, according to Israeli military, was to gain air superiority and cripple Iran's ability to retaliate. But Iran's leadership isn't backing down. In a fierce video message referring to US President Donald Trump, he said, "Mr. Trump, the gambler, you may start this war, but we will be the ones to end it." Now, his words were really chilling and very deliberate. He accused the US of becoming an active participant in what Tehran sees as Israel's war against the Islamic Republic. Let's take a step back and look how the spiral began. Over the weekend, the United States military, under what it called Operation Midnight Hammer, launched powerful airstrikes against Iran's nuclear sites. These sites are crucial to Iran's uranium enrichment program, the very core of its suspected nuclear ambitions. Satellite images have since shown massive damage to parts of Fordo facility, including the underground section where Iran is believed to be running its high-level operations. Although the full scale of the destruction isn't confirmed yet, early assessments suggest that the strikes hit their intended target. But why now? Well, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has claimed that Iran was getting dangerously close to building nuclear weapons and producing hundreds of ballistic missiles each month. According to him, these strikes were necessary to prevent what he calls a second Holocaust. His government believes that stopping Iran's weapon program now is essential for Israel's very survival. In the meantime, Iran sees this as a full frontal assault on its sovereignty, and now it's pushing back with another force. What we are witnessing right now is not a skirmish. It's a serious military conflict between two regional powers, with the United States directly involved and with global consequences. Now, if this continues, it could destabilize the Middle East in ways we haven't even seen since Iraq War, or even worse. Global oil markets are already reacting. Energy routes like the Strait of Hormuz are under threat, and civilians in both the countries are bracing for more attacks.